going on, everybody? This is Joe, and I am back once again for another Brothers War pre-release kit opening. I have opened more pre-release kits than anybody else here on YouTube, and I am not stopping anytime soon. So, we have already opened other Brothers War pre-release kits, and I encourage you to go to the channel and check those out for yourself. In fact, the last one will be linked up there at the top for you in the iCard, so feel free to go check that out. Today we have an Urza's Iron Alliance. I mentioned last time, it is super dumb that they split these up into green and blue, or green and red. Why would I say blue? But that they split it up into Urza and Mishra. It makes no sense. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. Especially because, like, they didn't do a specialty die for Urza and a specialty die for Mishra. It's still just, like, one of the 5 dice, so, like, it's just the art. Why will this not open? What is happening? It's stuck on something. There we go. Just force it. That's how you do it. Anyway, hey, in the green box, we got the green die. In the red box, we got the red die. If I hadn't opened other boxes, I might think that those were the only 2 options. And then I would have to eat crow by the fact that I said, oh, well, they don't do any specialty dice. But instead, there's a blue one and a white one, but there isn't a black one, because how could you do black on black? It would look awful. But anyway, we have the insert, or the divider that you can put in the box to separate your sideboard and your main deck. If this is the only thing that you bring with you, you have building a pre-release deck, because again, this is very good for new players. And by this, I mean pre-releases. So if you have people that you are interested in showing how to play Magic, I mean, show them how to play Magic first, right? But then their first, like, public event that they go to would probably be, or should probably be, a pre-release. So those are the packs. You've seen all the other inserts and stuff. And now we have our promo foil rare, which is in this packaging, which I'm going to open up because there's also a code for MTG Arena, which we will be giving away. But not only will we be giving away the code for MTG Arena, which is in this package, but we're going to be giving away a second one. I know. Because, again, I'll remind you later, but you can only use one of these per account on MTG Arena, and I play in a lot of pre-releases, so we got a lot of codes. So, we gave away 2 in the last video, we'll give away 2 in this video, and then in the next video, maybe we'll give away more than 2. But anyway, not only do we have these codes for MTG Arena, but we also have our, like I said, our promo foil rare, which I believe is already, you can't really see it there, but it's already a little bit pringly, and it is Brotherhood's End. It's a pretty cool looking foil, I'll give you that. I will give you that. I mean, it's definitely an interesting card. Now, I guess I'll ask, and you can let me know in the comments down below. Is this, if you're in red, is this an auto-include in the deck, or is it a sideboard card? I lean towards sideboard, but I guess it depends on what your other creatures look like, right? If you're like big red-green stompy, then maybe this is just an auto-include, and you, like, you know, deal 3 damage to each creature and each planeswalker with this and get him. I don't know. But yes, very interesting. This would be, I guess, how you would see the pringling a little bit better. Not really. Anyway, you got to just trust me. It's there, I promise. So we will be opening these packs. And if you have not watched one of these videos before, what I tend to do, or tend to ask at least with these videos, is let me know in the comments down below, once you've seen all these packs get opened, what kind of a deck would you make? I'm not the best at making decks when we're live on stream playing Arena every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, by the way, right here on this channel. I tend to ask chat for help quite a bit, so I'll ask you all for help as well. Let me know in the comments down below, if you opened this kit, what deck would you make? We have a Tamacul Scrapsmith, an Argothian Opportunist, an Emergency Weld, Ambush Paratrooper, Desynchronize, Hoarding Recluse, Goblin Blast Runner, Thraxo Demon, Dwarven Forge Chanter, Splitting the Power Stone is our first uncommon. Nothing really jumping out at me yet out of this pack. We have a Spectrum Sentinel. I don't love this one either. And a Yoshian Dissident. This one is also fine. This one's okay. This is probably the best card we've opened so far, to be honest. And so our next rare or mythic is A Thran Spider. I know Amy is a big fan of this card because Amy is a big fan of spiders. I mean, I don't know. I don't know that I love this one either. The last opening that we did was weird. Like, I would say sort of underwhelming, but we got like one spicy card. But our 4 kit opening that we did at pre-release was incredible. So this is very strange to me. Our retro card is next, and it is a Soul Guide Lantern. So I guess in the last opening as well, spoilers, if you have not gone to watch it, I suggest you go do so. Like I said, it was interesting to say the least. We got no rare or mythic retro cards, which again is very strange because we got a ton of them in our other openings. So very, very weird. I also believe we have a foil back here, and it is a foil common in Retrieval Agent. Actually, not... Look at how dark the soldier is. Like, this that he's holding right here is cool in foil. But, like, he is very dark. It's, like, not that great of a foiling pattern at all. Right? All right. Anyway, behind Retrieval Agent are the +1/+1 counter and prototype punch-outs. Move on to pack 2. So yeah, I'm just surprised because like I feel like we opened very well at pre-release and we didn't get these, like we got these at the same time that we got those kits. So it's not like, oh, well, this is like a second printing or whatever, and so it's like not as good. Like, no, it's not that at all. So I'm very surprised that we're like not getting as interesting stuff. Hopefully, I'm proven wrong, right, Kit? Hopefully. Anyway, we have Sibling Rivalry, Gnarl Root Pallbearer, Disfigure, Takashia's Onulet, Depth Charge Colossus, Mishra's Domination, Sentinel Stalwart, Machine Over Matter, Giant Growth, Air Marshal. Our first uncommon is Meticulous Excavation, Lauren, Disciple of History, and Philagi Excavation. Interesting. Okay. I mean, some of the like commons at the beginning there were interesting, but anyway, our next rare or mythic is a Drafna, founder of Latnam. So I will say with Drafna, you could get some interesting stuff going on with some of the artifacts in the set, like especially some of the retro ones that have like some of the Enter the Battlefield effects and things like that, where you can just bounce it back to your hand. Obviously, copying them is cool too, but even just getting to redo Enter the Battlefield effects, or if you play an early prototype creature so that it's on the field and you can have it be beneficial to you, even if it's like the 1/1 Death Touch Goring Warplow, just to like stop some of their blocks. And then like late game, end of your opponent's turn, you bounce it back to your hand and then drop it for its 7-drop cost or whatever it is. Like, that's a pretty good use of Drafna as well. I think this is a very versatile card. And so I'll definitely be looking at the rest of my blue as well as my artifacts now that we've opened Drafna. Drafna is very, very cool. And then behind Drafna, we have our retro card, which is a Lodestone Golem. We got our first rare in 2 kits, and it's not only a rare in Lodestone Golem, but it is also the blueprint art for Lodestone Golem. So very, very nice. Behind it is just a, yeah, whatever these are called. They're replacement cards for the double-faced cards, for the Meld double-faced cards. We have a code for MTG Arena. I said I'd be giving it away. I meant it. We're giving away 2, as I said. So if this one does not work for you, don't worry. There will be another one in this video, and then there will be more given away in the next week's video. Just a reminder, this will not work for you if you've already used a code from a Brothers War pre-release kit, because it is 1 per account on MTG Arena. Not my rules. They're Arena's. Go, feel free to complain to them online if that's something that is, you're passionate about or interested in talking about. But to be fair, if we could have used more than 1, I wouldn't be giving away as many. So, it's a mixed bag, I suppose. But this is our way of saying thank you for watching our stuff. We really hope you're enjoying everything that we're doing here on these Geek for All family of channels that we have. Check out the links to our other channels, Video Games for All and Gluten Free for All, links down in the description box below. And if that code does work for you, shout it out in the comments down below. Say, hey, I got the first code. And we will be able to congratulate you. Plus, you get to let your fellow viewers know not to bother trying with the first code. This is not opening. There we go. That was interesting. Anyway, we have a Philagi Archaeologist to start. We have a Philagi Chain Dancer, Perimeter Patrol, Gixian Skull Flayer, Survivor of Corliss, Urza's Rebuff, Tower Worker, our first of the Tron creatures. I mentioned this last time, but I think all of them are defensible to put in your deck. If you have all three, you definitely should play all three, and then hope to live the dream. We have a Wing Commando, very nice. A Trench Stalker. Our first uncommon is Monastery Swift Spear, good stuff. A Thopter Mechanic, very nice. And a Combat Thresher. I like this card quite a bit as well. So, our next rare or mythic is Gwenna, Eyes of Gaia. Not a bad card at all. You can only spend the mana that she makes to cast creature spells or activate abilities of a creature or a creature card. So, you know, there's that. And then whenever you play something big, she gets a +1/+1 counter and she untaps. So if you tapped her to play that creature, you can then tap her again to play another creature. Very interesting. I mean, I think she's a good card. I don't think it's like, oh my god, Windmill Slam, we're definitely in green, but I think she's a good card. So, behind her, our retro card is... And there we go. This is more what I was talking about. It's a mythic in Perilous Vault. 4 mana to play it, 5 mana tap it, exile it, and exile all non-land permanents. Solid card. Absolutely. Now, I mean, I would play it. It's a mythic. And it's got a very good ability. And basically, if you are winning, you just don't play it or don't activate it. That's all. But yeah, behind Perilous Vault, do we have a foil as well? We do not. Okay. But we have a full art forest. That's pretty sick. I like that. Yeah, really cool. The full arts are just fantastic. And a Power Stone token. We are halfway through. We've got 3 packs left. And we just opened a mythic, which is already, we're already doing better than we did in the last opening by opening a single mythic, which gives you an indication of how not great I've been opening recently. So let's see if we can keep improving that. Thank you. We have a Coastal Bulwark. Again, if we're in blue, we're playing this card. Very good card. I like this one a lot. Scrapwork Mutt. Boulder Branch Golem. A Clay Revenant. Nice one. Yoshian Medic. Warlord's Elite. 2 good soldiers in a row. Unleash Shell. Not bad at all. I like that one. Raise to the Ground. Definitely an auto-include in this set in particular. There's just artifacts everywhere. There's no denying it. And so something that says destroy target artifact almost certainly gets in. This one included. We have a Ravenous Gigamole. I like this card. A Sarinth Steelseeker is our first uncommon. No One Left Behind is the second. Yes, this one's very cool as well. And a Zephyr Sentinel. So more soldier stuff. Okay. And that's our third, which means our next rare or mythic is a Brushland. So it is one of the pain lands. I always mention I don't love opening the rare lands during pre-release because, like, you know, it's kind of like any other piece of fixing, but it takes up your rare slot, and I'd rather have like bigger bombs in my rare slot, especially if you're not playing green-white. Then it just feels bad to have this one. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy to open it in general because of the value, but otherwise, yeah, not so much. Our retro artifact in this pack is a Burnished Heart. Okay, I mean, we opened 2 spicier ones in the last 2 packs, so it's fine to have a Burnished Heart here. Do we have a foil? We do not. It is a full art island. That is, again, gorgeous full arts. Really nice. Okay, and then behind that, a soldier token. Hey, guess what? There's 2 packs to go, but there is also one more code for MTG Arena in this video. So again, let us know. Shout it out in the comments down below. Hey, I got the second code. That would be great. And I mentioned it in the last video. I'll mention it in this one as well. Please don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so that you will get notifications whenever any of our videos come out or whenever we go live every Monday and Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, especially because coming up soon at the end of this year, or before the end of this year, we are going to have a very interesting video on this channel and honestly on our other channels as well. Links down in the description box below. And you are not going to want to miss it. So make sure that you're subscribed and you see that video when it comes out because you are not, like I said, you are not going to want to miss those videos. We have some stuff in the works, let me tell you. So we have Bitter Reunion to start this pack, which took like all the cards. We have a Burrowing Razor Maw, Killzone Acrobat, Goblin Firebomb, Recommission, a Curate, very nice, Gaia's Gift. Excavation Explosion. Love this art so much. My God. A Stone Retrieval Unit. An Arbalist Engineers is our first uncommon. Mishra, Excavation Prodigy, is the second. And Defabricate is the third, which means that our next rare or mythic is a Gixian Puppeteer. This is an incredible card. I love this card quite a bit. Obviously, it wants to be in blue-black so that you can draw your second card each turn, because it's very, very good if you do so. They lose 2, you gain 2. Absolutely incredible. I mean, we already liked Giraffina, and Perilous Vault and Lodestone Golem go in any deck, basically. So, yeah, I mean, I would consider blue-black right now, but we'll see what else we open. I know that I feel like we've been seeing some pretty decent green as well. So, behind Gixian Puppeteer, our retro artifact is a Jalum Tome. That is a very good way in the blue-black deck to draw a second card in a turn. So yeah, absolutely, I would play this, especially if we're in that deck. Behind it, we do have a foil this time. It's a foil uncommon in Sarenth Steel Seeker. So this is obviously the second one of these that we've opened, but this one is foil. The foiling pattern is fine. I would say it's nothing to write home about, but it's fine. Okay. I mean, this would, if we're like artifact heavy and we're in green, the fact that we have 2 of these and they're early drops would help us in filtering out our deck a lot faster. But I don't know. I think the card is fine. We have a Power Stone token behind that as well. One more pack to go. Right now, like I said, I'm looking at green and blue, but you have the benefit of rewinding and going back to see the other like commons and uncommons and stuff that I opened to let me know if I'm on the right track or if I'm missing some like really good commons in like green or red or something like that. So we have an Argothian Sprite, a Power Stone Fracture, very good, a Phalanx Vanguard, Latnam Adept, Rock Hunter, Tomacool Honor Guard, Sentinel Stalwart, Machine Over Matter, Giant Growth, Air Marshal. We have a Thopter Architect as our first uncommon, Haywire Might as our second, and Evangel of Synthesis. That's the one you want. If you're playing green-black, or why would I say green? Blue-black, it's like staring me right in the face. If you're playing blue-black, this is what you want for that deck as well, obviously. I mean, it's the Signpost uncommon for that archetype. But yeah, very, very cool. And then behind that, our rare or mythic is a Mishra's Foundry. Not a bad card. Again, essentially goes in any deck. It does care about assembly workers, and we only opened one of the Tron creatures. It's the Tower Worker, the 1/3. So this doesn't really work super well with that, but still. And then like I said, I would still play it. It's an incredible card. And then our retro artifact is a Bone Saw. Again, this one, I'm not so sure. I guess if I'm a little bit more aggressive, maybe I play it. But if we're trying to like draw a second card in a turn and stuff, I'd have to look at our artifacts. If we have any artifacts that like when they enter the battlefield, you draw a card or something like that, Giraffina is going to work really well with that. I know, like I said, I know that our green is pretty decent too. So that's kind of tough. I think I would have to like lay this out and take a look at it. But just from my like limited memory of what we just looked at, because, you know, I've been here too, I promise. I would probably say I would be in black-blue, especially this Gixian Puppeteer is probably the best card we've opened in this kit that wasn't like just a mono artifact, which we don't have to really worry about what colors we're in for that. By the way, let's see. Do we have a foil back here? That might help us out. We do not. It is just a soldier token. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to definitely leave you looking at the mythic that we opened, just because we opened a mythic, and that, like I said, that didn't happen in the last opening, so I might as well. So yeah, it is a Perilous Vault, which is pretty cool. I'm a big fan. But yeah, please let me know, like I said, in the comments down below, what kind of a deck you would make if this was the kit that you would open. That's not going to work, is it? Come on. Hey, I did it. Please let me know what kind of a deck you would make if you would open this kit at pre-release. What cards would you put in your main deck, in your sideboard, etc.? Thank you so very much for watching. I really hope everybody enjoyed. Like I said, make sure that you have hit that subscribe button and you have that bell rung. There is a video coming up that you will not want to miss. Although, to be fair, I think that all the stuff that we do is cool. And we would love it if you would watch it and let us know your thoughts, as always, in the comments of any video at all, including this one. You can also, like I said, check out our other channels, Video Games for All and Gluten Free for All. Links down in the description box below. But for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I've been Joe. And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.